All right, we're going to take a look today at Student Talk and Higher DOK with the Sketch and Tell Eduprotocol. So Sketch and Tell, we're going to take a look at this in a second, is pretty much like this. You give them one source or one topic or prompt. How you write that determines the DOK level of this. They get one slide. They explain it through drawing using the tools of Google Slides, and then they explain it via writing using a text box on Google Slides. So here's an example of what my title slide looks like here. So again, the title slide there, I use this funny Bob Ross image here as my title slide, and then where it says topic is where you edit that each time, and you write in what your prompt is or what you want them to be to explain. And the DOK level is in how you write your topic. So take a look at the different DOK level type questions and write your topic based off of that to try to get DOK levels 3 and 4. So here's what it would look like on a plain template here. So on this half right here is where the kids would sketch using the shapes tool, text boxes or the line tool. It's up to you if you want them to use actual text in their drawing. I usually tell them to use only the shapes tool, the line tool, and save the text for when they write. But sometimes, depending on what the topic is, using some text in their sketch, as far as labeling things, can be useful as well. So here's a student example. Again, here was the. This is probably not a DOK level 3 or 4 one, but this is a real example of a prompt that I'd used. And this is an actual student example here where they're talking about the Trump's reasons for limiting immigration. So the kid used in this case, did use a little bit of text here to label the border, the USA, and then drugs coming into United States was something that he read about. One of the reasons why Trump wanted to limit immigration. And then right here is where he explains, or does the telling part of the sketch and tell in this activity. Now that we've seen what a student example can look like, let's talk about implementation of this protocol with the slide building, student talk, presentation, and submission of work. So here's kind of like the recipe that I've created for doing this activity. And again, this can be done in easily in maybe 1/4 of a class period. It's a very good way to start off as a bell ringer on a block day to get kids kind of warmed up here. So again, I sign it through Google Classroom, and the second step is to give 3 to 4 minutes for partner talk and sketching using lines and shapes tools. No words or text unless the prompt may require it. That's your discretion. Then you once the kids are done with their sketching part, you project to the to the screen on TV using the Google Classroom grader. And then from there, as each student slide is shown, they stand up and they get 7 seconds max to explain their sketch. Again, after 7 seconds, cut them off. We're going to get every kid presenting in that day. So this kind of takes a little bit of a page out of the Thin Slides playbook. Then after every kid has presented, now they've all heard some information about this topic from their peers, and those kids who may be unclear may now have a better idea of how to improve their sketch and have a better idea of how to write when they get to the telling part of Sketch and Tell. And then once that's done, they get 3 to 4 minutes for some more partner talk, and then writing their 3 to 4 sentence explanation. Even the kids write the same thing, they're going to write it separately. We want every kid to have the chance to write it separately, even if they are kind of helping each other out. That's part of the communication and collaboration piece of this. Again, then click turn in when they're finished. Yes, they do need to be reminded of this because too many forget to do that. So here's kind of how the first step here. What you do, sign up through Google Classroom. Just make a quick add a quick slide to make your template. The way I do it is I have my class shell Google Classroom where I already have the template made. I just reuse the post. Makes it a lot easier. So the second part here is when they have 3 to 4 minutes to do some partner talk while they sketch. So they're talking to each other with their Chromebooks open about and kind of game plan how they may sketch it. Some kids this is a good scaffold for English learners and kids who still need a little bit more help with the concept. The next step, part of that is to use the Shapes tool here. This is where it's located there on the toolbar in Google Slides. And then the other primary tool they'll use is the line tool. These are the tools they would use for the sketching portion. Part 3 here is then on you, the teacher. You're going to open up the assignment here. And you click right here to open up the grader. and it'll look like this. So click on the first student to open it up and display to the whole class. And then as each kid's one pops up here, they stand and cut them off after 7 seconds. Again, this helps English learners especially generate ideas, improve their sketches, and know how to explain when they get to the writing portion. And then you click here to just move on to the next student. So it's part 5 here is the talk and write portion of it, where they've heard everybody explain their sketches. They can go back and improve their sketch, and this is where they mainly for them to write their 3 to 4 sentence paragraph, really explaining what they know about the concept. But again, how you write the prompt determines if it's DOK levels 3 or 4. So again, let's take a look here at kind of what does Sketch and Tell Protocol do for you. It's quick and easy to create, recreate, and assign each week. You get all kids talking productively. You hold all kids accountable for presenting. You get English learners listening and speaking, and they allow them to speak to present in Spanish if needed. Integrate DOK levels 2 to 4 in the prompts. Get kids creating visual representations of the thinking. You get kids doing some writing. Do it often to build their confidence and presentation skills. And most importantly, this can be used for any topic. This format stays the same. It's just the information that changes each time. So you can learn more about this protocol and all the others at eduprotocols.com.